Good morning, YouTubers. I want to show you the machine, the CPAP machine that I got, or CPAP Direct. You know, years ago when I was nursing and caring for this lady who had sleep apnea, she had a huge machine, a machine that was like probably 3-4 times this actual size. It's a phenomenal machine, and I say that because it's automatic, so the minute you put this thing on your face, into your left nostril, right nostril, and this goes face down, so you put them on this way, which I'll show you in a minute. It's all automatic, so it'll start by itself. It's already set. The info is set by the company itself, and you can get machines that send information back to this company. And what will happen is if the measurements are off or anything like that, this company will then go onto the computer and they will alter your settings, and it'll be sent through via Wi-Fi through the air, and the settings will change. So they are really clever machines. I'm going to put some other information into this video, which is from their website, so that you know that there are other machines out there that do a lot more than what this one does. But I do want to thank CPAP Direct because they've been so helpful, and this is what I want to show them in return. How I use this device and how thankful I am for this device. Now, I sleep with this machine at night, and during the day, because I generally sleep all day because of my medication, I sleep with this machine also. Even if I'm reading a book in bed, I pop the machine on. So there you have it. So now I'm going to take it off and switch it around so that you can see me and I can talk and show you how the device actually goes on my head. I'll be back before you know it. Okay, so I'm just about to clean my nasal prongs with these ISO wipes, which you can get from the company too, CPAP Direct. Now, if by chance I need to get a machine after I have the operation, the bariatric surgery, I know where I'm going to turn to, and I probably will change this model to another model. Reason being is because the other model does send messages back to the company. This model doesn't. This is just a basic one, although the basic model is pretty good because it does automatically switch on for you. Alright, back right with you. I did forget to show you that this canister that I pull out from the side of the machine does need to be filled up each day. Now, I've already done it. It needs to be filled up to the halfway mark, at least once a day. So that's done. I'll be back with you in just a jiffy. Good morning. So I'm about to put the nasal prongs on. So as I said, you follow the letters, left nostril, right nostril, and the M goes towards your nose. Okay, so your nostrils. I'll try and fit them on as well as I can with my glasses on. Alright, so going like so, and then you fix this up so that the one of the little segways go up high, one of them come down low. Alright, now as I start to breathe in, you'll see the machine start. Go to breathe in now. There we have it. Seems to be leaking. There we go. We don't have any leaks now. Okay, so there we have it. It's on and it's working beautifully now. Today on the Gold Coast, it is a pretty crappy day today. So it's going to be a good day for bed, to be honest with you. I'll probably spend some time. I actually had on yesterday my shorts with a short-sleeved singlet on. But this morning when I woke up, I had changed into my winter PJs again. Oh, it changes from summer to winter. Bab, do you want to come sit on your pillow? Do you want to come sit here? Come sit on your pillow. She's warm. Probably not. She's warm there. She's lovely and warm there. You're lovely and warm there, aren't you, Babs? Hey, a beautiful little girl. I actually have a bit of a blocked nose today, so it's not working as well as what I would like it to be, but that's because of my blocked nose. So, yeah, so I thought I'm going to give the company CPAP Direct a bit of a kick because I really appreciate everything they've done for me. The gentleman, Razza, who organised this machine for me, he was such a lovely gentleman. And the lady that helped out these two elderly ladies that walked into the shop, also looking at purchasing, was very nice. They were not pushy. They explained things fully. The actual fact, it's a bit hard to breathe and talk at the same time. So just be patient with me. So the two ladies that walked in was one lady who had her support network with her. She was, they were both lovely ladies, and they've got a bed there, and what actually happens is you lay down on the bed and you sample their nozzle things, these things. This particular lady, she breathes through her mouth, and she knew that because her mouth, she'd wake up with her mouth very dry. As a matter of fact, I'm a bit of a mouth breather myself. However, when I tried out the mask, the nasal prong was the best one that fitted me. And I knew that because I didn't feel claustrophobic when I was breathing with it. So sorry, I might have to stop down the road, down the track a little bit while I'm recording this and breathe through my nostrils, because it gives you a funny sensation down the back, and I think that's what to do with the flap that actually opens and closes when you're breathing in and out. That's why you have sleep apnea. Now, for the last few nights since I've had the machine,
I've had my son sleep with me because I've needed someone to keep an eye on me because of the Valium that I'm on. And my son has noticed that I haven't woke him up snoring like I normally would. My daughter has also slept with me on a couple occasions since I've had it. I've had it since last Thursday. So this coming Thursday will be a full week that I've had it. I've got it for a month. I haven't snored, so it is actually working. The only thing that it hasn't really made a difference with is the fact that I wake up still tired. And to be honest, I think that's entirely what I have noticed it does is it will shoot through more air if I'm talking for too long and I'm not taking a breath in. It's obviously sensing that I'm not breathing well through the nostrils, so it's shooting air in to make sure that I actually am breathing and getting the oxygen. This machine, by the way, doesn't feed you oxygen. It just pushes air through. So it generates air. It's obviously filtered air through the machine. It's got its own humidity through that little thing that I showed you that you put your water in. I find these nasal prongs to be so comfortable, very comfortable indeed. I don't think I would have been able to go with the other type of prongs that the other lady I saw trying out, which covered the nose and the mouth. I think I would have felt too claustrophobic. So, as I said, I have felt tired still, but I think that's got a lot to do with the actual medication that I'm on, because I'm on Targin, which makes you groggy, Oxycontin, which is Targin. I'm on Lyrica, Endep, a large amount, which also helps with depression and anxiety. And then I'm also on Valium. So all this does make a difference, and it actually helps me have really good sleeps. But I've never been a morning person. And the fact that I take all these drugs makes it even worse, because I find it even harder to be a morning person. I'm very groggy now. I take my medication at night at 8:30, and I take it in the morning at 8:30. So I have my Alexa app. She says to me, that's how quick she is. That app that reminds me of at 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 at night. I have my phone that goes off 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 at night. And my daughter also knows that I need my medication at 8:30 at night, 8:30 in the morning. If she's not here in the morning, she generally texts me to say, "Mum, have you taken your medicine?" And I don't tend to have my phone on silent prior to these times during the day, because if I do forget them, then my whole medication regime is off. The Lyrica also helps with my peripheral neuropathy with my feet. Sometimes my feet can feel very strange, and sometimes if I forget to take my medicine, let's say I wake up at 11:30, I have a fit because it's 11:30 in the morning and I haven't taken my medication. So the first thing I do is, sorry, just bear with me. So the first thing I do is take my medication, and then obviously I can take it up to 2 hours earlier. So if I took it at 11 in the morning, I would take it at 9 o'clock at night, and then by the morning I'd be back to my normal 8:30 routine. So, but what I was trying to get at there is if I actually, sorry, pardon me, if I do actually get to take it, by 11:30 or 11 o'clock, or whatever time I wake up and take my medicine, my feet feel funny. So the Lyrica helped me a great deal with my peripheral neuropathy. And when I went to my neurologist to have a test done for my arms that worked, that actually came back with carpal tunnel in both wrists, that report also said that Lyrica works well with peripheral neuropathy, but they've now recently figured out that it doesn't do much for pain sufferers for spinal injuries. So at least we know now that it's more so for my peripheral neuropathy rather than my prolapsed discs, my nerve impingements, my herniations, and the rest. So if you can hear this running, this is pushing air through because the machine is noticing that I'm not breathing in through my nose, and this is why it's pushing air through my nose. If I wasn't talking right now and I was just on the CPAP machine and I was simply just breathing in and out through my nose, it would be pushing oxygen in. It usually set at 5. I can't remember what the five, it's the level of air that it's set. It's set for 5 going in, 5 coming out. But because I'm not breathing in, it's sensing that I'm not breathing in, then, which I probably shouldn't have this machine on, but the thing is I still am using it even though I'm on the actual CPAP machine and talking to you guys. And I'll send a message back saying, hang on, something's wrong here. And then I'll get a text message from the company saying, listen to what's going on. I'll simply explain back to them in the text that I am making a vlog, a video about their machine, and they'll, wow, yay. You know, I may not be famous now, but one day I will be. And when I am, someone's going to look back at my videos and they're going to say, wow, this machine sounds great. The company's been going for such a long time. Wow, I might go back to them. So yeah, so since yesterday I'm still at 4 subscribers. So guys, I do notice that a lot of you are watching my videos, excuse me. And you're actually liking them, but the thing is you're not subscribing. So I'd really, really appreciate it that if you do come by one of my videos or vlogs and you like it, could you please subscribe to my channel? I'd really appreciate it. My son, who actually does, so funny, him and his mates do gaming videos, and his job is editing the videos or the vlogs, but lately he's been recording his own vlogs like through screen recording on his phone, and he's now got 16 subscribers. He started off with 1, which was myself, then he started with 2, which was his sister, and then he just grew, and some of the people that have watched, that have actually watched his material have actually commented, great video, keep it up. And when you click on that person's profile, this person has one of 3 of them. There's actually 3 of them now. Yesterday there was 4. So you click on their profiles and they've got more than 750k of subscribers. One of them commented on his YouTube video. One of them had 10 million subscribers, so I'm so proud of him. Obviously he does this during his free time. His homework is the necessity, it comes first. Sometimes because I'm not feeling well and his dad's at work, Just give me 10 seconds or so. Oh, God, because if I don't, I'll pass out. I've wanted to take the machine off in a minute because I felt there's their message, but I'll respond later. So I might just turn the machine off because it is very sensitive, as you can see. So I'm just going to turn it off for a minute and we'll put it around my neck. Oh, God. You know, when you go up to a certain height and it sort of blocks your ears, well, that's what it was doing. So, all right, so it's great too because it can be a great necklace for you. Joking. So what I was saying is my son in his spare time, but my daughter also knows of his regime. So he's got an agreement that homework comes first because his dad now works. We have to monitor things. His dad used to do all this with him before, but now that he's at work, it's our duty. So between myself and my daughter, we take responsibility of my son's duties. So he has a checklist that he has to do. I'll show you that checklist thing. That's his little checklist, doobie lacquer. Now, if he does 3 or more items per week, he gets $15. But if he doesn't, then he only gets $5. So last week he earned $5. The week before that, he earned $15. So it does work. So going back to his regime. So he's got to do all of his homework set for that night, or if he can do it all in one hit. And then if he does it in one hit, then every night he goes through his homework and he goes over it again for half an hour. So even if he does his homework all in one hit, he still does go and spends a half an hour on that homework making sure it's neat and tidy. And if it's not up to our standards, my standard, my daughter's standard, then what happens is he rubs it out and he has to do it again. And his teacher's aware of this because in the past he's had to redo it and the teacher has commented, great efforts to your mum and sister for enabling them to help you out. Your handwriting has made a hell of a difference, or a big difference, not a hell of a difference, has made a big difference in your repetitiveness. So it's great that she's even shown the initiative. So wonderful. So between myself and my daughter, we both make sure his homework's done before he starts TV. That was obviously different when his father was taking things over. And then, of course, he's got his exercise regime, which he does every night. And that includes Saturdays as well. So he does that. It's changing hands because my carpal tunnel in my right hand is giving me grief this morning. My God, I've got so many things wrong that my weight loss is going to fix up. So, yes, so he does his homework. Then he has his exercise regime, which he does. And he exercises for a half an hour each day. Once that's done, he gets a shower and then he has free time. So by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, he's done everything he has to do and he's showered. And generally, by that time also, we have dinner at about 6:30. So sometimes a little bit later, depending on what there is, because I usually cook. It's a big problem now because I can't stand up and do my cooking. I can't stand up at the kitchen for even more than a minute these days. If I even lean over the sink to get something to put into, say I had to put a cup full of water in a cup so I could put some in a steaming bowl, I can't even do that, it hurts. So generally it's left up to my daughter to cook. So I think tonight we're having vegetarian pasta because there's nothing in the house. So although there's tuna, I'll teach her how to cook my tuna pasta instead. And I think there is a tin of tuna there, so we'll probably have that. It's been really hard because, for example, this week we've had the internet bill to pay, which my daughter paid. We've got the water bill, which, well, I'm going to pay basically. My husband pays the rent, so he pays the rent weekly, I believe, or fortnightly, I'm not too sure. But it's $420 a week, so it's $840 a fortnight. My husband gets paid fortnightly. I get paid monthly, and that's my income protection. And at the moment, all my medication is free because as a family, my daughter's not on the same Medicare card because she's at that age where they take her off. Then we spend the $384 or something in Medicare. And once you do that, you're entitled to a free white card. If I remember to, I'll put a copy of that card in my photos so that you know that once as a family or as a single person, you've got a Medicare safety net. If you reach that safety net, for a family, it's $380 something. If you reach that, then you get the remainder of your medication right through until the 31st of December at no cost to yourself. The government will pay for the remainder of your medication costs. Now, that's a big thing. My insulin alone costs $300, and I'm on 2 types of insulin. I have them both here. So I'm on Lantus. I'm on 150 units of this a night. So I take that at tea time. And the Nova Rapid, whenever I put anything into my mouth to eat or drink, except for water, I take that. And as you saw, my sugar level this morning was 5.7. Fabulous. My sugar levels have been under control now for over 7-8 months, almost a year. So, and I'm very proud of that because it's taken a long time for me to wake up and become compliant with my medication. And I'm so proud that I'm now compliant with all of my medications. Suffering depression and anxiety can really make you feel low sometimes. I'm not the only one in my family that does have depression. There's actually the 3 of us in my family that suffer depression and anxiety. Won't mention their names because obviously this is about me, not about them. So yes, so I'll pop this back on after I finish speaking to you guys because it is going a bit wacko and it's making the air push even harder and it's really affecting the way the video runs. So I do want to thank CPAP Direct, Rise Health Sleep Professionals at Varsity actually put me on to this company, and I want to thank them as well. I have got their card on me, I think I have got their card on me. I think I have. I don't know if I have or not, but if I haven't got the card on me, what I will do is I will include a copy. I think this is it. This is the one. So that's the company I had sleep study through. Hopefully you can read the information. And it was very simple. Is it coming through? Is it coming through readable? Oh yes, it is. So this is the company that actually done my sleep study for me, and they actually gave me the equipment to bring home. I'll insert a picture of that as well, as embarrassing as it was, the picture that is. Yeah, you attach probes to your head and to your chest and to your arms and to your fingers. And then through that, they ascertain whether or not you do have sleep apnea. And it came back that I do, and that they recommend that I definitely have a trial of a CPAP machine. And as it turns out, the Princess Alexandra Hospital, who I'm having the bariatric surgery through, but I'm having it at the Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee Hospital in Coopers Plains. They say that if there's any recommendation of a CPAP machine, that they generally say that you need to have one put on. So that you need to use one 4 weeks prior to your surgery date. So, and I really need to call them today as well. So that's my second port of call after this video. So I really wanted to make this video to plug the CPAP Direct and to plug Rise Health sleep professionals, because they have made it very, very easy for me. As you know, I have the spinal injury and I can't walk. So instead of actually having to go in to get the results, they sent them obviously to my GP, Gillian Colclough, at the primary care in Robina. I got them off her because what happens is I get driven there and then I phone them. They come down with a wheelchair. They take me to the treatment room. I lie down on a flat bed. She sees me there. So it makes it very easy, whereas I can't do that with other, well, I couldn't have done that getting my results with my about my CPAP, sleep apnea. So they sent the results to them, and then as a result of that, they also sent the Rise also sent the company CPAP Direct, with my permission, a copy of my results. Although I did take a copy with me, just in case. So there you have it. So I gave them a copy and that's it. So their machine has been fabulous. I have kicked it off. When I say kicked it off, I've taken it off in my sleep a couple of times, but I've woken up shortly after because I've felt it not on, and then I've realised what I've done and I've put it straight back on again. But the good thing is I do sleep with this on during the day as well, and I sleep a lot night and day. God, excuse the way I look. I just realised what I look like. But this, I do want to show you the raw footage of my, you know, the way I feel, what happens, what I do. And of course I wear the glasses because Casey Neistat is correct. You do go sort of blurry-eyed, and I don't tend to look at the actual camera lens itself. So I want to thank CPAP Australia for putting me onto this machine, and I also want to thank Rise for doing their tests and letting me know that I do have sleep apnea. I don't know what else I can say about CPAP Direct. They are such a lovely group of people. Rasa was the gentleman I saw. I'm not sure of the other lady's name, but I can tell you now they were both very approachable. They didn't push you to buy any particular machine. They looked at your report and they said, look, I'd recommend this. If you do go for their free trial, it's not exactly a free trial. It will cost you $140, and then you'll have the machine, the actual, this thing, the nasal prongs. I forget the actual name they call it. You'll have that as a fee as well. They do throw in the ISO wipes. They don't throw it. They charge you for the ISO wipes as well, but they charge you $10 for those. If I went to my chemist, well, not my normal chemist, I went to another chemist because my chemist didn't have these. But in saying that, anything that I do need to get that the chemist doesn't have, what actually happens is the chemist rings and orders them for me. But because CPAP, obviously CPAP Australia, they order things in bulk, it's a lot cheaper. So the ISO wipes weren't as expensive as what I got as a quote from other companies and other chemists. So definitely worth purchasing the ISO wipes through CPAP Direct. So they set you up with anything. So the $140 does include the machine itself. And that's a 2-week trial, I believe. But because I needed the machine for 4 weeks, I went with a 4-week instead. So, and if in turn I actually need one after the operation, then I can either keep the same machine or I can purchase another. And any money that I have spent on this machine will come off any machine that I decide to purchase. So for example, $201 for this rental, that will come off the cost of any other machine that I decide to purchase. And if, as I said, if I do need to go on something afterwards, I think I will purchase the machine, because you can sell them back to CPAP Australia, and they are the machines they rent out. So, which is great, fantastic, because they reuse them, they fix them all up, and these masks obviously get thrown out, and they don't get recycled. So, just itching my leg. It's itchy because my skin is dry because it's winter time. So I don't know what else to say about CPAP Direct, except that they are extremely friendly. They are no way pushy as a salesperson. They have a lot of formal information that they can tell you about these machines, which I found great because I'm very much a statistical person. As I said, it's not a very big machine, not as big as the ones I once thought they were. I used to care for a lady, and can you see my fan there, my stand-up fan? Probably put two of those together and put them on a really walkie sort of a thing on wheels where you can push along and pull along. That was when I last saw the machines. They were that big and they were so noisy. I wondered how this particular patient could ever sleep. So there you have it. So I would recommend CPAP Direct to anybody who has sleep apnea. Their machines are certainly quality, A1 quality, AAA quality, I would say. Thank you to Rise Sleep Health professionals that actually did my sleep studies. I do appreciate all your work, and most of all I appreciate the sympathy and the empathy that you had for me, and the fact that I was not able to get in to see you and get my report, and the efforts that you made to make sure that my doctor got the report was amazing. So I thank you very much for that as well. So I've enclosed at the end, I will put a picture of the actual card again so that you can get their information. I'll put a picture also of the study, that where the things were. Excuse the picture. Okay, yes, I'm fat, very fat. I'm classified as morbidly obese, and you will see that in the picture of everything that I'm plugged into. But that's the truth, and these videos are raw. So yep, so I want to thank them also for everything they've done. So that's where I want to end it. It's already been 33, almost 35 minutes. Thank you very much for listening this morning. Please, I know you're watching my videos out there because it says how many views I get. And I know that people are liking my videos. If you like my videos and you're watching my videos, why not subscribe? Hit the notification bell. That will let you know when I've uploaded and will send a message to your inbox. And all you need to do is click on that little message and it'll take you directly to my latest upload. I really do appreciate the fact that you are watching my videos, and I appreciate the fact that you're liking my videos. And I would even appreciate that even more if you would subscribe to my channel. So thank you. You're very kind to me out there. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, even though today is a shitty day. Oh, look, it's starting to fine up outside. There are less clouds and a bit of sunshine coming through the clouds. So enjoy your day on the GC or wherever you are in this world. I love you. Take care. Don't forget to smile, because guess what? I smile back. So take a look in the mirror, smile, tell yourself you love yourself, and thank you very much again for watching my videos. You guys all take care. Subscribe, thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. Until the next time we see each other, which will be sooner than what we probably think. Take care. Love to the world. Cheerio, toodaloo. Tofa soya fua.
Just had to take my sugar levels prior to putting on the CPAP machine again. Sugar levels perfect.